Hey guys, this video is going to explore finding the surface area and the volume of a sphere. The video will align with the note sheet you have in front of you on lesson 12.6, so please fill in that note sheet as you watch the video. Keep in mind you can pause and rewind as much as you need to. So we're going to start off at the top of your note sheet with the definition of a sphere, which is the set of all points in space that are the same distance from a center point. We're going to look at surface area first, and I'm going to ask you to copy down this formula that is highlighted in blue. So surface area equals 4 times pi times the radius squared. And just like with all of our previous formulas, when we deal with pi, we're going to be using 3.14 in our calculators. For example 1 on your paper, we have a sphere here, and it shows the radius being 9 centimeters. So the first thing I'm going to ask you to do is write out your formula, substituting 9 in as the radius. So 4 times 3.14 times 9 squared. And you're going to put that into your calculator to get your answer, which we're going to round to the nearest tenth. So 1017.4 centimeters squared. And just like with all our other three-dimensional shapes, surface area of a sphere is also labeled unit of measure squared. Our second example, a sphere has a radius of 7 feet. Find its surface area to the nearest square foot. So I fill in my formula, 4 times 3.14. I replace r with 7 squared, and I multiply through. And taking another look at this now, because they asked to round to the nearest square foot, I would just call this 615 feet squared. At this point, I'd like you to switch over to your notebook paper, and I'm going to ask you to pause the video. Try these 6 problems in your notebook. Please write down what you're typing into your calculator, and then when you're ready to check your work, you can go ahead and press play. Okay, so for number 1, we should have 113 feet squared. Number 2, 452.2 centimeters squared. Number 3, 764.2 inches squared. Number 4, 615.4 centimeters squared. Number 5, 803.8 inches squared. And number 6, 1,256 miles squared. If you have any questions for me, please jot them down on your paper, and we can talk about them during class time. Moving back to our note sheet, the bottom half is volume of spheres, and you have a box there for your formula. In that box, I'd like you to fill in this formula that's highlighted in green. The volume equals 4/3 times pi times the radius cubed. And just like before, for pi, we're going to use the 3.14. And then when you're cubing a number on your calculators, you're going to use this little button over here that looks like an arrow pointing up. So if I wanted to do 7 cubed, I would do 7, push that little arrow, and then 3, and then equals. If I wanted to do 6 cubed, I would do 6, arrow, 3, equals. So with that being said, we're going to do example 1. The diameter of a sphere in a water fountain is 4 feet. What is the volume of the sphere to the nearest cubic foot? I highlighted in purple for you guys. Notice that they're giving the diameter, and our formula uses the radius. So right off the bat, I have to cut that in half, and remember to use 2 feet in my formula. So first I write out the formula, 4/3 times pi times 2 cubed. You're going to go ahead and type that into your calculator. Use your ABC button for 4/3. And our final answer, you should be getting 33.5. Because we're measuring volume, it's units of measure cubed, so feet cubed. And then for example 2, a globe in a brass stand has a diameter of 40 inches. What is the volume of the globe to the nearest cubic inch? So again, they're giving the diameter. I need the radius, so half of 40 is 20. I'm going to fill that in. 4/3 times pi times 20 cubed. Type it in. We're going to get 33,493.3 inches cubed. Please move back to your notebook paper at this point. Again, pause the video, try these 6 problems. Please notice the first one here, number 21, number 22, 25, and 26 are all giving the diameter. You're going to have to find the radius before you can substitute in your values. Go ahead and hit pause and press play when you're ready to check your work. Okay, here are your answers for your volume problems. Number 21 is 113, 22 is 4.2, 23 is 33.5, 24, 267.9, number 25, 523.3, and 26, 904.3. Again, if you have any questions, go ahead, jot them down, and we will talk about them during class.